What's up, everybody? Ryan here from Luft Concepts, and it is Friday. I hope you all have fun plans for the weekend. I know I'm planning on relaxing. I cannot wait. It's been quite a week, and but yet here we are. So this week, I'm going to talk to you about the QTRO. Yeah, you know, you've heard of this knife. You have already seen it on my table at Texas and in Atlanta. So Ryan, why are we talking about it again? Well, we're talking about it today because we're approaching the time when it's going to be released. Now, we're going to go into that. We're going to go into variations that I have requested. We're going to be talking about the updates that Concept has informed me about regarding lock type, regarding blade steel. I'm going to show you some images, kind of like, you know, just give you a little behind the scenes of what's going on. And finally, at the very end of the call, I'm going to be showing you the newest model that I have licensed with Concept, and it's called the HRCN. So stick around, and hopefully it'll be fun. Anyway, let's take a look at this. Okay, this is the QTRO as you've seen it at Blade Atlanta, Blade Texas, and even on Instagram. Right now, this is set to be released in fall of this year. I do not have a release date yet, but I do plan on getting one from Concept soon, hopefully in September, as well as a price point. I don't have a price point on that. I've only speculated based off of other models that were built with the same materials and the same specifications. Again, this is a very large knife, the largest in Luft Concepts lineup right now at 8.5 inches in length, with a blade length of 3.375 inches. So pretty rad. And it wasn't until only about a month ago did I think that the crossbar lock was going to be the only lock version. But Concept came through, and they are also going to be delivering on my Bolster lock version that we had originally sent out to be licensed. Now Concept, obviously being the first time we licensed a design with anybody, came to us and said, you know what, we want to change this to a crossbar lock. And I believe that they were doing this because it was a new lock type that they were offering. And as to continue to build the relationship, I said, you know what, let's go for it. Why not? And they surprised me last month, telling me, yes, we will also have a Bolster lock. So here you see some of the initial variations that Concept had sent me to look at. Obviously, I picked my two favorites out of the bunch and went from there. Now, the rest of these variations were available to look at their table. I did go ahead and send them other variations I'd like to see. For example, I'm a big fan of acid stone washed blades. I'm a big fan of having like a nice wood as part of the handle. I don't scare away from G10 either. That DLC, that really wasn't DLC, that was more of a Cerakoted black blade. I have seen them have a really beautiful DLC. So I did go ahead and request that I see some acid stone washed variants. Again, some wooden handles, some textured titanium bolsters, even going so far as saying, hey, what do you have for crosscut micarta? I'm really a big fan of burgundy crosscut micarta. That could be a whole heck of a lot of fun. Yes, they said LMAX would be a thing, but I've also said, hey, what about 20 CV? Can we try that? What about something, you know, having a different price point as well, 154 CM? What can we do here? So I have given them a lot to play with. And we will see, come the end of the year, what ends up happening. Okay. Yeah, you gotta have fun where you can, right? So that was a lot of information about the QTRO, and I hope you're thoroughly excited that now we are going to be having the option of a crossbar lock or a bolster lock. And I'm just really happy that Concept came back and said, you know what, we're going to do that one as well. As far as the variations that I requested, I hope that a lot of them come through. If you follow Concept and you've seen other knives from other makers, other designers, you know that Concept tries everything under the sun. So as soon as I have release dates, as soon as I have price points, I will let you know. I have been asking them, and I think it's just once they get fully done with production and they can understand the cost to do it all and all that jazz. While I think they might know, they haven't told me. So again, I'm working on it to inform you. Okay, so you've stuck around this long. Time to show you the next model that I have licensed with Concept. Now, I really wish I had a prototype, and soon, I'm assuming soon I will have something. But for now, I have my design work that I have sent to them that they are going to be doing stuff with. So we're going to go and take a quick look at that, and I will talk to you all about it. I present to you the Luft Concepts HRCN. I can't wait. I cannot wait to get some sort of prototype of this in hand. I am very excited about this. So, as you're seeing on the side, these are some of the things that I had sent to Concept that I wanted as part of this knife. I wanted it to be a liner lock. I like having uniformity on both sides, especially when there's an inlay involved, okay? I'd love for it to be hollow ground. This thing would be so fun if it was hollow ground. Contoured handles, milled texture lines, as you can kind of see there. The inlays would be brass or black and zirconium or even copper with matching pivot collars. Milled pocket clip. These pivot collars too kind of resembles the aesthetic you're going for with the RWB. I want to bring back these unique triangular pivot collars. Again, will help with the design flow. Body screws only on one side. Again, keeping it really, really gorgeous and minimalistic. Again, another cutting edge, 3¼ inches. Not as long as the QTRO, but this would be a full-size knife. So here you go. Here's the introduction to the HRCN. I hope you like it and you are excited about it like I am. So there we go, the HRCN. I'm excited. I am thoroughly excited for this. Every time I design a new knife, it becomes like my most favorite knife. And I think that's good, right? If you're a designer, I would hope that the next thing you design is your new favorite. So I'm very excited. I really hope that Concept does follow my inlays of just having different types of metals rather than carbon fibers. And I'm sure we'll do the carbon fiber route at some point, but it's been done a lot. And so that's one thing I emphasize with them, is that I really want the copper, I want the brass, I want the zirconium in there as an inlay, because you see that less often. It's not uncommon, but generally today it's like, hey, G10 inlay, carbon fiber inlay, and you see that a lot. Micarta inlay, right? Richlite inlay. But anyway, thanks for sticking around. Let me know what you love about the HRCN. Let me know if you think you know what HRCN stands for. Again, if you get it right, I'll send you some swag. I just got a bunch of new koozies. They're great. They're camouflage with orange Luft Concepts logos. I really can't wait to send some of them out. But anyway, hope you guys have a great weekend, and until next time, see you later.